Dennis Allen's defense has been playing really well. They've been playing at a high level all training camp, pushing this Bears offense. Really testing Caleb Williams in this Bears offense every day. It's a challenge. Bears defense won the 2-minute drill last practice. Yeah, the coverage is tighter. Ben Johnson's, given credit. DJ Moore has even said he's glad he doesn't have to go against his Bears defense on Sundays. And he said everything looks the same, look-wise and scheme-wise. So Dennis Allen's doing a great job. And one of the biggest players that he's, spoken high regard since getting the job for the Bears, Tremaine Edmunds. And this is somebody I've been down on. Tremaine Edmunds not getting an extension. Players like TJ Edwards, Kyler Gordon, those guys getting extensions before him on the defense. And Tremaine Edmunds is 27 years old. He's younger than a TJ Edwards who's approaching 30. He got his extension, and well-deserved, because TJ Edwards, while he was on the best contract for a linebacker in the NFL, he's been a top linebacker. He's been out producing Tremaine Edmunds, and he's been the more valuable player. But that could be due part to scheme too. Tremaine Edmunds has been a really inconsistent player for the Bears. He's shown flashes, had 4 interceptions in 2023, but he's missed tackles, lacked aggressiveness at times. He's been putting up 100 tackles consistently, but his coverage grade went down significantly. Last season he was with Buffalo to last season with the Chicago Bears. Dennis Allen gives hope for, improvement for Tremaine Edmunds this season. He said he's going to be one of their most impactful players on this defense. A huge playmaker with his size, with his speed. He can cover ground fast. And he has the length to block windows, tight windows for quarterbacks and force turnovers. That's a huge emphasis for this Bears defense. They want to force turnovers, and a guy like Tremaine Edmunds, roaming free, get places fast, and be a solid coverage linebacker, one of the best coverage linebackers in the NFL, regardless of what his grade was last season. This is still, according to NFL execs, he was ranked the 6th best off-ball linebacker, so viewed highly across the NFL. It's just about putting a great year for the Chicago Bears and being more impactful. And I think he can this year under Dennis Allen's scheme. Now he's making $18 million a year. Crazy, but Ryan Poles structured this contract where he could get out of this deal and have some save a lot of cap space cutting Tremaine Edmunds. So hopefully it doesn't get to that point, but it might if he doesn't have a good year, if Edmunds doesn't have a good year this year. But I think Tremaine Edmunds under a new scheme, better coaching, because Eberflus, his, bend, don't break scheme really didn't fit Tremaine Edmunds. He was more somebody that was just thrown in a certain spot, more zone coverage, more sitting back, not allowing Tremaine Edmunds to roam free, where Sean McDermott did that in Buffalo for Tremaine. And Tremaine was the top 5 linebacker in the NFL. He was forced to be less aggressive in Eberflus's defense because Flus, focused on not trying to give up the big plays, not trying to, give up too much. Let everything just come to you and not, give up that touchdown. And that's what the Bears defense did all fucking year. But McDermott and Dennis Allen are very similar with their defensive schemes in terms of allowing players that are fast to just roam free, play freely, and just play off their instincts. So I think this scheme change, this new coaching change is going to benefit Tremaine Edmunds probably the most. There's a lot more man coverage, use in Dennis Allen's defense, and that benefits a player like Tremaine Edmunds because of, his skill set and just, what he can do in coverage. Allen's defense has been designed based off just allowing players to use their speed, play off their instincts for tighter coverage. Playing in Allen's defense is perfect for Edmunds. It's exactly the defense he would thrive in because he will have more control to, play how he wants to play. That's a player's dream, going out there and being able to have more control over playing with your ability and playing with what you can do. So I think he's going to be disrupting throws at a higher level, and he's going to be able to make more plays on the ball. I also want to see him get out there and get after the quarterback because he has that speed to get off as another pass rusher. That's something Eberflus didn't do too much. We didn't blitz that much. He was less aggressive. Like I said, just a bend, don't break, but Dennis Allen is very creative with his blitzes. He's going to get after the quarterback. He's going to make the quarterback feel him. So a guy like Tremaine Edmunds could be a very valuable pass rusher for the Bears, an extra pass rusher. Him and Edwards, when they blitz, they had some success. So I want to see Kyler Gordon blitz more. I want to see Tremaine Edmunds blitz. I want to see TJ Edwards blitz. We can't just rely on a pass rush that isn't good enough to just win with 4. So Dennis Allen coming in, being more aggressive with the secondary we have we have the ability to, get guys, throw more guys at the quarterback. So this new change, this new scheme, Tremaine Edmunds is already reaping the benefits from it. The first training camp practice, Tremaine Edmunds had a pick six. The first pass for Caleb Williams for 11 on 11. High expectations. 4-year, $72 million contract. Hopefully we finally see that come into fruition. And Tremaine Edmunds, I don't think he's a bad linebacker. I think just currently with the production he was putting up, he was overpaid. I think he could be a great linebacker, though, with Dennis Allen. I mean, this is a player in 2022 with the Buffalo Bills had 100-plus tackles, a 90 coverage grade, first in the NFL, and a defensive grade of 81.9. With the Bears last season, his coverage grade was 59th best in the NFL. Huge drop off. So we need to get Tremaine Edmunds back to that 90 coverage grade, back to being 100-plus tackles, making more of impact, 4 turnovers like he did in 2023, a couple pick sixes, disrupting passes, getting after the quarterback, 2 to 3 sacks, just making more of an impact. That's what I want to see from Tremaine Edmunds. And if he does that, he's still 27, could still be a building block for this Dennis Allen tenure, Ben Johnson tenure. So this could be one of the most important players for the Bears this season. Tremaine Edmunds, it's setting up for him to have a redemption season. Him, TJ Edwards, and Hippolyte. I like that linebacker trio because Hippolyte's been low-key balling out in camp. He's been balling out in camp so far. So those 3 linebackers could be the future linebacker core for the Chicago Bears. But I would want him to get an extension done with, Keenan Allen. I would want him to stay with the Chicago Bears for maybe 2 or 3 more years because he's coming off his best season last year with the Chargers.